Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be discussing War and Peace Volume 4 Chapter 6. So this chapter focuses more on Pierre and what is his thoughts and attitudes towards his wife Helene. So after winning the duel, Pierre went back home, and while at home he was thinking of many things. And those things were, how did his life become this? What went wrong? Pierre thought long and hard on what he was doing and why it had come to this, and eventually came to the conclusion that he himself did not love his wife Helene. He had tried so hard to deny it, but it was the honest truth. He only wanted to sleep with her. Pierre, who had found out this affair between Helene and Dolokhov, didn't want to accept this, and so that's why he entered the duel. But it was a very foolish thing, and he didn't know that he would potentially kill Dolokhov. Dolokhov might die because of him, but now that he thinks about it, it's actually all Helene's fault. And Pierre, who, even though he married Helene, they didn't really spend much time at all. Every day they either had visitors or were hanging out by themselves, so they weren't really talking to each other all that much. And thus it was a pretty crappy life with a little bit of pleasure. So Pierre resolved himself to leave Moscow and go back to Petersburg. And so he would leave a letter to Helene, and so he would just up and leave. In the morning when he was supposed to leave, Helene was right there, and Helene came into that room and then he confronted Pierre. Pierre, who was lying down and just trying to read a book, tried to ignore Helene. Helene was really angry, and she told Pierre about the duel and that it was pointless, and that the whole thing was basically Pierre being jealous of Dolokhov, that Dolokhov had an affair with her, and then Helene says that this is all stupid, and that Pierre is such an idiot, and that why would Dolokhov had an affair with her? Now everybody is going to laugh at them. Pierre, who knew this, tried so hard to ignore it, but could not. And when Helene pulled out the facts and said that Pierre is just following along and just doing whatever people tell him to say, and Helene does not like that, and she knows that Pierre is like this and has never met anybody that is like Pierre at all. And Pierre at this point gets really angry because I think he knows this, but he tries so hard to deny it. And so he basically tries to get Helene to get out, but it doesn't work. And at this point, Helene had angered Pierre so much that he grabbed a piece of marble and tried to hit her with it. And Pierre saying that he would kill Helene, but then Pierre stopped. Helene screamed and ran out. A week later, Pierre had given full control of the estate to Helene. So that is the conclusion of this chapter, and oh boy, what happened here, Pierre? You just ran away from your problems. I know you screwed up, but you're just running away, and Helene, your wife, just gave you the facts, and now you're just so angry that you can't accept it. And even though you don't love your wife, you should at least do something that you can make up for, but you don't. And the fact that you tried to kill your own wife says something about you, that you are kind of a lost cause. I don't know what's going to happen to you at all. What are you going to do, Pierre? You ran away. You're going back to Petersburg. What are you going to do there? Your life is pretty much over. You just left everything. I see no point in why are you even here. I guess you got away from the Vasily family. And that's probably a good thing for you, because you think now that you've left, you can have your freedom back. But ultimately, I think you're pretty much screwed either way, because now you got nothing. So that's it for the video. I hope you guys like it, and I'll see you guys next time.